Have a nice day. Today is Tuesday, 16th of April 2024. From history point of view, in 1917 Russian Revolution, Vladimir Lenin returns to Petrograd, Russia from exile in Switzerland. 1919 Mohandas Gandhi organizes a day of prayer and fasting in response to the killing of Indian protesters in the Jallianwala Bagh massacre by the British colonial troops 3 days earlier. Starting the newspaper analyst with the newspaper The Hindu states that Taliban is particularly committed to protest rights of the Hindus and Sikhs. Spokesperson of Taliban Justice Ministry says the head of Taliban political wing Sohail Shaheen, who had told the Hindu that the outfit had constituted a commission with the Justice Minister to restore property to the members of the two minority communities who were deprived of their homes and businesses by strong men during the previous decades. Representational image of the Afghan embassy in New Delhi. The Taliban is in continuous contact with the Hindus and the Sikhs of Afghanistan who were forced to flee and had their homes taken by warlords, said a senior official of Outfit's Justice Ministry on Monday. In a written statement to the Hindu, the representative said the Taliban will respect the property rights of the minority communities of Afghanistan and that they are particularly committed to defending the rights of Hindus and Sikhs in the country. The Hindu newspaper also states that in Odisha's Swabiman and Kal, polling booths to be set up away from security camps. Odisha Director General Police Arun Sarangi, taking review of the poll preparedness in the Swabiman and Kal, wants a bastion of left-wing extremists in the southern Malakangiri district on Monday. LWE situations have improved in Swabiman Ankal, once a hotbed of red rebels, as there has been no activity of ultras reported in the past 1.5 years. Odisha has made preparations for setting up independent polling booths in Swabiman Ankal, earlier considered as a bastion for left-wing extremists, LWEs, where the people would freely exercise their franchise in the forthcoming elections after decades. Now going to the Hindustan Times newspaper states that monsoon to be above normal, predicts Indian Meteorological Department. India is likely to experience an above normal monsoon rainfall between June and September this year, the Indian Meteorological Department said on Monday in its long-range forecast, a year after the country's recorded below normal rains in 2023. M. Ravichandran, Secretary Minister of Earth Sciences in New Delhi on Monday. And sometimes also states that Dali Wale, stories of stones. Monuments are made of stones and stories. Sometimes some monuments are threaded together by a single story, such as these three. A stone screen at Adka Khan's tomb in Hazrat Nizamuddin Basti. Sometimes also states that record rupees 4,600 crore endowments seized ahead of polls, says Election Commission. The Election Commission of India, ECI, announced on Monday record seizures of endorsements in the run-up to the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, with a staggering rupees 4,650 crore recovered in cash, drugs, liquid, precious metal and freebies between March 1st and April 13, which came to about 34% higher than the rupees 3,475 crore value of the material seized during the entirety of 2019 election campaign. And sometimes also states that clouds delay heat. Delhi yet to breach 40 degrees Celsius mark. Clouds and lightning above Akshardham Temple in New Delhi on Saturday. Delhi's average maximum temperature has not breached the 40 degrees Celsius threshold yet this year. This holds true whether on one is looking at the data from the Safdarjung weather station or from the graded data of the Indian Meteorological Department, with the maximum expected to reach a high of only 36 degrees up to April 21. It's likely that a 40 degrees Celsius maximum will arrive this year later than in the past 10 years. Now going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, Iran-Israel conflict escalation could cast shadow on India's oil trade. India is the world's third largest consumer of crude oil and depends on imports to meet over 85% of its requirement. And oil and gas industry workers seen at a drilling rig at the Zet Bay field in the Mangistau region, Kazakhstan, November 13, 2023. March trade deficit eases to 11-month low. India's goods export shrinks 3% in financial year 2024. A Commerce Ministry official said India's exports to China have increased for 4 to 5 commodities, namely iron ore, cotton yarn, plastics, fruits, and vegetables. India's goods exports declined marginally by 0.7% year on year. In March, amid a weak global demand, ongoing geopolitical conflicts, while imports fell by a sharp 6%, largely due to the lower gold imports, narrowing the overall trade gap to an 11-month low of $15.6 billion. Data released by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry on Monday showed. For the full financial year 2023-24, merchandise exports swelled 3.1% and importers contracted 5.4%. Amid measures taken for substitution and curtailing unessential imports, taking the overall trade gap to $240.818 billion compared to $264.9 billion in 2022-23, ministry officials said. Meanwhile, the trade gap in March 2023 stood at $18.96 billion. Lower goods exports during financial year 2024 comes at a time when the global goods trade remained weak amid decline goods demand, particularly in the West. The volume of the global trade also slipped 1.2% in 2023 due to the lingering effects of high energy prices and inflation globally, as per the World Trade Organization. From business point of view, Geo Financial, BlackRock, from JV for Wealth Management broking businesses. The announcement comes almost 9 months after both the companies announced to form a JV for an asset management company in the country. The total number of the demand accounts increased to 15.1 crore in March 2024, and new account additions surged to 31 lakh in March 2024, according to the recent report by Motilal Oswal Financial Service. Going towards the world news, including Sydney attack victims include a mother who saved her baby, a Chinese grad student, and an architect. The world is coral reefs are bleaching. What does that mean? Aid brings Gaza bakery back to life. Sudden heavy rains in Oman killed at least 17, including school children, whose bus was overtaken. A 7-year-old girl in the lone serious casualty of Iran's barrage. Why did some Arab countries appear to help Israel? According to science and technology, NASA confirmed a space station debris hit Florida man's home. An object that crashed from the sky into the American man's home was a hunk of debris ejected from the International Space Station, NASA confirmed on Monday. NASA seeks faster, cheaper way to bring Mars rocks to Earth. NASA has said Monday it was looking for the ways to bring Martian rocks collected by the Perseverance rover back to Earth earlier and at lower cost than planned, after facing criticism for going massively over budget. The effort as China is making the progress towards a simpler grab and go sample return mission to the red planet around 2030, according to the state media, which would make it the first nation to achieve the feat. The bottom line is that $11 billion is too expensive, and not returning samples until 2040 is unacceptably too long, the United States Space Agency chief Bill Nelson told reporters on a call. NASA and the European Space Agency had planned to land a vessel around the Jezero crater, where the Perseverance rover has spent years searching for signs of ancient microbial life that may have existed billions of years ago, when Mars was warmer and wetter than today. May the Boffins and the Buccaneers drilling for hydrogen. A woman searched for the chrome from the scrap in Burkiza, ST with one of the largest chromium reserves in Albania, while a large amount of hydrogen was recently discovered in Bulkiza, Albania, March 31, 2024. Last, there is a famous quotation said by Nelson Mandela, whose full name was Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Born on 18 July 1918 up to 5 December 2013, was a South African anti-apartheid activist, politician and a statesman who served as the first president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. He was the country's first black head of the state and the first elected in a fully representative democratic election. His government focused on dismantling the legacy of apartheid by fostering racial reconciliation, ideologically an African nationalist and a socialist. He served as the president of the African National Congress Party from 1991 to 1997. Mr. Mandela says a famous quotation. He said that, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. I felt fear myself more times than I can remember, but I hid it behind a mask of boldness. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." Okay, thank you.